I think that the last referendum failed because of a bunch of misinformation.
There is a lot of misinformation out there.
A lot of people didn't really know what was at stake or what exactly the referendum entailed. They just knew that it would cost a lot of money.
$165-ish million is a lot of money to ask taxpayers.
I think that was something that discouraged a lot of voters who maybe cared about these schools, but they just thought that was an outrageous amount of money.
Especially if they don't have any children going to these schools as students.
The sacrifices we were going to have to make if it didn't pass were not clear. I thought the referendum was just to rebuild a part of the school and make the pool up to code for diving. I didn't realize all these teams and clubs were on the line.
The community was not informed about what was at risk. I think they were ignorant as to the impact that the referendum had not only on the school but on the community as a whole if it did not pass.
But this time it's a lot different because it's really clear that as a district we need money and a lot of things are going to be cut if we don't pass that referendum.
One of the biggest issues with it was just the fact that Hinsdale Central was receiving more money than South, which to some people was being viewed as kind of unfair, whereas as students we view it as kind of like we're getting much needed improvements that we kind of haven't been able to have over the past couple of years.
This isn't an issue of Hinsdale Central versus Hinsdale South. It's both of us that are included in this deal.
Because we're all one township. This is Hinsdale Township.
In November, there was like I said, the No campaign, which was spreading a lot of just false information and saying like, oh, this isn't actually going to go through. None of these cuts are going to be made official. Like nothing's going to happen. Like don't worry, which just wasn't really realistic. And I think that since there was such a strong effort by them that was made against the referendum, it really hindered our effectiveness in sending the yes message.
I originally thought it was going to be a scare tactic, an empty threat. People from Elmhurst, people from Leiden were asking me about it, and I told them honestly I didn't think it was a real serious threat. But now that this April referendum is getting closer and closer, I can see that these cuts are not fake. They're no joke. They're going to actually have a very drastic effect on our school district.
It's not just about you, it's about giving back to your community, because as a resident of these areas, it's your responsibility, and it's one of the best things you can do as a resident of this community is to give back.